Breaking overnight, Senator John Fetterman is in the hospital again. The Pennsylvania Democrat was admitted to George Washington University Hospital last night after feeling lightheaded. His campaign spokesperson says initial tests do not show any signs of a new stroke. This all happened while he was attending a Senate Democratic retreat in D.C. Fetterman was seen on Tuesday meeting with Pennsylvania education leaders and attending the State of the Union. Fetterman was in Philadelphia on Friday last week during President Biden's visit. Doctors are running more tests on him this morning, and he remains hospitalized in D.C. for observation. We are told Fetterman is in good spirits and talking to his staff and family. He suffered a stroke during his Senate campaign in May. Fetterman went on to win and flip a seat that was key to Democrats holding the Senate majority. We will.
Hoping this is not true. And for those who have been hearing about this is the primary source. Everything else is coming from this source right here. Not my source, but this is the first person to post about this. So anything you see anywhere else is coming from him. As you can see, he's got 1.5 million views on this. This is from a tweet from 5:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, February the 25th. I'm actually sitting here doing my weekend pastime, watching some boxing. It is 3:44 a.m., February the 26th. 2 weeks ago, Senator John Fetterman, 53 years old, former mayor of Braddock, PA, former lieutenant governor. He was sworn in to be senator this past January. Mid-February, he was hospitalized at Walter Reed for voluntarily for what's being told depression. He had a stroke last May. Some are even saying, well, I wondered if he got the shot, but we're going to leave that part alone. But here's this tweet. Being told that Fetterman is essentially brain dead and is being hidden because keeping him in office until August 18th avoids a special election which Republicans would most likely win. This must be investigated. Let's take out this part right here. I don't really care about this part. This is what's concerning me. Now, I did a Google search on this guy. From what I'm hearing and what I've been researching, Newsmax, former Newsmax guy, got a little bit of controversy around him. But overall, and help me out if you know who he is, but overall, I've been seeing people saying that he's credible. And that, no matter what he has or has not done in his past, is that he wouldn't make something like this up. Now, even more disturbing, or I don't want to say disturbing, but somewhat of a, I don't want to say red flag, but this is his wife, Gazelle Fetterman. They've been married since about 2008 or so. They got 3 kids. This is what she posted 2 days ago. I am not really sure how to navigate this journey, but I'm figuring it out slowly. 1 week ago today, when the news dropped, the news that Fetterman voluntarily checked himself into Walter Reed for clinical depression. 1 week ago today, when the news dropped, the kids were all from school and the media truck circled our home. I did the first thing I can think of, pack them into a car and drive. We did some scary things, but we did them together. We zip-lined over Niagara Falls and August got stuck. We talked about flexibility and need to always have an open heart and an open mind. We also talked about the joy and fun. We also talked about how joy and fun can and still must exist even when someone we love is in pain. And tomorrow, who knows? We will try all over again. But one tweet that really has, or social media post that really has ruffled some feathers is here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is also from a social media post on Instagram. This is what she posted. Truck circled all home. I did the first thing I could think of, packed them into a car and drive. We drove straight into Canada, and she put right here in lovely Buffalo, New York. Pro tip, always have passports ready just in case you have to run away. And laughing emoji. We talked about lots of hard things and how we will always have to face hard things, about the need to be gentle with all and with ourselves. We did some scary things, and she's talking about the skydiving. Now, let's go look at some other tweets here. Going to sleep. Phone keeps blowing up with sources on this. Not looking good for Fetterman and newly elected Governor Josh Shapiro. No coherent response to this. Damn, more sources coming in to support this. Sources on ground lending credence to this, combined with that PA Democrats and Senator Democrats are unwilling to refute. Sounds like to me that, and I can only think that, maybe she's taking the kids away, to let them have some fun, to break some really, really tough news to them, because she's getting a lot of shit on social media. And like, why would you leave your husband if he's sick? And I'm looking at it from both sides. This is a wife who's had to deal with some tough criticism because she's getting a lot of backlash, because a lot of people feel that her being the wife should have pulled her husband out and be like, no, you shouldn't be doing this. You're not well. And if you've seen the October 25th debate with Fetterman, it was a train wreck. I covered it here on the channel, and I felt embarrassed for him. Now, let me tell you something. I voted for Oz. I am a policy voter. I don't vote because you're Republican or you're Democrat or liberal, whatever. I vote for what I feel is going to be best for my family and my future. I didn't vote for him. The number one reason I didn't vote for him was because my concerns with his cognitive abilities. And then I'm looking at him and I'm like, yo, the man can barely talk. He can barely put sentences together. He has to read a teleprompter. So it made me think to myself that she's the one that's really pulling the strings. And the pressure that he's had to go through when this man should have been home healing, it's no reason why he should have been running, but they needed him. The Democratic Party needed that seat. He had Obama come out. He had Joe Biden come out. They forced this man into that. And now look, even if it is mental health depression, it's like, no shit, the man was under so much stress. But if this is true, prayers to his family, to him, because it's a lot of nasty things being said, and it's like, damn, I understand, you may not have liked his policies, but from all accounts, he was looked at as being like a good man outside of the racist thing, the potentially racist thing when he chased down the black man with a shotgun. That can't be swept under the rug. But, it's getting ugly. It's getting ugly. And this guy, if this is not true, then he may be just committing another career suicide. From what I've researched, he's had some issues in the past. In fact, let me do a little search to see if there's any new updates. See what I'm saying? I'm reading, and it's just some nasty stuff. Just some nasty stuff that people are posting about body doubles and shit. And it's like, come on, for real. Come on. But as I said, it's only from that one source, and it's the spider web. It's branching, or the branch it's branching out. So everyone that's posting it, what they're hearing about Fetterman being possibly brain dead, they're coming from that one account. There's no other people saying they have sources. He's the only one that's saying it. So that's why I have to. What the hell is that? But this would be a major, major blow to the Democratic Party if this turns out to be true, because a lot of people, like I said, like felt that he should not have been out there in the first place. But, I understand a lot of people are going to be mad, and, I'm just reporting the news and, possibility, and people are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't be talking about this unless you have, and it's like, it's YouTube. Get out of here. You don't have to watch. But it is concerning. I wish him the best. And we are going to be following this story, because I forgot what I read, and there was some news reports about it as well, to where, if you have a stroke, you're prone to likely have more strokes. And if it's true that, he's having some significant issues, I mean, like literally, like she went away with the kids. He's in DC. She's in Canada. Buffalo, New York. But she drove straight into Canada. So to me, like, she's probably under a lot of pressure, has to, answer a lot of questions. And, she probably had, took her kids away to be like, look, guys, let's just go away. It's a lot going on. And, this is probably something a lot of parents would do if they have to break the news to their kids, take them out for a good time. I'm here. I'm not bashing her at all, because something's definitely going on. Like, definitely going on. And despite what people like maybe thinking about her, we don't know. It's all rumor. People are going to say stuff like, oh, well, it's her fault. She pushed him out there, and, she could have did more. Who knows? Maybe he was cognitive enough to be like, yo, no, I'm doing this shit. Maybe she was. And maybe she's taking the fall. We don't know. We're just going to have to wait for more news. Let's just hope that he's that this is not true, and that he is taking care of his mental health. But he should, even if it is mental health, he needs to resign. Like, he's got to resign. He can't serve her. He can't serve the people. Thank you for watching. I'm TstreeT Controversy. Here, you can follow me on Twitter right here at TstreeT Controversy. And I'm going to get back to my 4 o'clock in the morning boxing. Please subscribe and drop a like.